Hey guys, we're back. We're going to go ahead and do the conclusion video for these crystals. So basically, I didn't film pulling the crystals out and cutting the strings off of them. That's just basic. But now I want to go ahead and get basing them. So what I did is I used foam core. I got an idea from another video. I like the way the foam core does allow you to stick the crystal down in. It makes it look like the crystal is coming up out of the ground rather than just sitting up on top. But anyways, that being said, you take your foam core, you draw your design on there that you want, and you take your X-Acto knife, okay, and obviously be careful with those, and you pry, you just carefully go around it until you get the top off. Once you got the top off, now you just hollow this out, and the beauty of the X-Acto knife is how flat it is. So you can get in there and pry them up, okay, and then once it's totally clean, it'll look like that. Now then I don't want it square, so you cut it out. You either round it or just make the shapes how you want them to look. Then after you've got them cut, you want to take your X-Acto knife and 45 the edges, okay? Be careful obviously, but 45 the edges. Then after you're done with that, you want to take your sanding block and you want to smooth them down. All right, usually just strokes in the same direction are the best. Once they are done, now they're basically ready for paint. So then I took black acrylic, just regular paint, Americana, mixed it with some water, and I base coated the whole thing, let them dry, and then once they were dry, they were ready for the crystals to be mounted. There's I'm sure a number of different ways you could do this with mounting them and whatever order, but I chose to go ahead and mount them first. So I took my hot glue gun, and after the strings were cut off, I hot glued the crystals down, and in some cases I had to take my wife's aka Mama, right, her kitchen shears and cut off the end so that they would fit better on the bottom. And you know, I'm not held responsible if you get caught using the kitchen shears and you ain't supposed to. You're on your own, all right? But wire cutters will work fine too. So anyways, this is what I came up with. Once I had them glued, then what I did is I took glue and water and some toilet paper, and I filled in around the crystals after they were glued in. And then once that was set, then I took some kitty litter for some of them, and some of the other ones that were really cool was rock salt. I took rock salt to finish out the crystal look, and then in one of them I took some of this talus mixture from my previous project that was left over. Save that stuff, you know, you never know when it'll come in handy. And then guys, I'm just going to show you what we came up with. I think they came out excellent. In fact, in my mind, they came out far better than what I thought. This one here, that's the gold and white ones. Okay. In fact, JP, why don't you just let me pick these up, and you can kind of scan over them. Okay. All right. These ones here. These ones were the blue ones, if you remember, that I had put the food coloring in, and it turned the water blue, and so you got the crystals were a little bit bluer. This one, however, I didn't put any food coloring in. I wanted to try and see what that looked like. The white ones, check these out. Some of these white ones, I really thought maybe for an underwater setting, looks like coral. And you know, this is the one that I was experimenting with the different shapes. I actually just wrapped that pipe cleaner around my finger and got that shape. And then some of the really cool ones were these purple ones. I actually did not add any food coloring to the water on those. The water just, the color bled from the pipe cleaners. And it really completed that look. It was awesome. And then the last one I'll show you, and let me show you this one up close. Pretty awesome. And then the last one I'll show you was the red ones. Not too bad. Alright guys, I hope you like them. Let me know what you think. Please remember to share with your friends. Maybe they'd like to see what we came up with. And as always, please comment, rate, and subscribe. Take care.